Let's see. Do you need underwear? Not really. Are you sure? I mean, she said she didn't need it, so... No, that was no excuse. I know buying underwear was a difficult hurdle to overcome, but if I ran away from this problem now, I'd run away from it forever. I didn't want Fran to lose her femininity. I had to go on the offense. No, we are going underwear shopping. 10 minutes had passed after we left Garo's shop, and we're here. So frilly, Fran said as she looked through the store window. There were many frilly designs decorating the display. It is a specialty store for housewives. My heart was pounding in my metaphorical chest. Any man would have felt the same way. This was my first time going into this type of store in either of my lives so far. Welcome. What's this? An adventurer? The store attendant was a young lady with short, blue hair that seemed more fitting in a cyberpunk setting than a fantasy one. Her tone of voice reminded me of a delinquent. So, what you looking for? We got underwear and lingerie fit for everything from daily life to combat. What should I get? Just repeat after me. Okay. 5 days worth of underwear. The easier to wash, the better. Uh-huh. And I want some undershirts I can wear beneath my armor. 5 days worth of that stuff too? Yeah. Our smallest size underwear is over there. Anything you like in particular? Not really. Nope, not having it. You're too cute for that answer, sweetie. The store attendant used to be an adventurer. She was unsatisfied with the lack of cute yet functional underwear, so she ended up having to make them herself. She had now teamed up with the store to sell specialty items for female adventurers. You've got white skin, black hair, black eyes, and black ears. This'll look great on you. What? Black shorts? And it came with a mythical tail slot? That's dirty. Too dirty. But that's what makes it so good. This line was made with Beastman in mind, which is why it has a hole for your tail. What do you think? I don't know. I thought it might be too mature for Fran. She wasn't at the age where she should worry about pheromones or seduction yet. She'd be more suited to something cute. The next item the attendant showed us made it look like she had read my mind. We got other stuff too. How about this? The unmistakable striped panties. And they came with a white and light blue stripes too. Or this one. Wow, she was good. These panties look like ordinary cream-colored panties at a glance, but upon closer inspection, one could see it was decorated with frills and ribbons. She kept showing us one set of underwear after another, but there was always a problem with either elasticity or breathability. We could cut a hole out in that one for you, on the house. Then I'll take this one and that one. Alright, anything else? What else would a girl need? Face wash? Oh, I know. May as well get a skincare kit while we're at it. A skincare kit? If you have it? Sure do. We have an entire selection of it, in fact. Just give me whichever. Here you go. It didn't look like they sold bras here. Was it because we were in the sticks? Or had civilization not advanced to that point yet? Fran was on the petite, flat side anyway, so it wasn't like she needed one. So that's 5 days worth of undies and undershirts, a pair of breathable shirts and shorts. Do you need any nightgowns with that? Give me 2. Will do. A bar of facial cleanser and a towel. They had soaps here. Were they the same as on Earth? This bar of soap was made with alchemy and is guaranteed to leave your skin soft and smooth. It's also odorless, which makes it perfect for adventuring lady such as yourself. I see. That was really useful. Smelling like flowers on a hunt would make it easier for monsters to sniff us out. Being odorless was a great feature. We bought clothes and all the basic necessities the attendant had recommended. She was grinning the entire time, which I took to mean that people didn't usually buy this much in one go. She was even kind enough to see us off. Thanks for your patronage. I still had to teach Fran how to wash her clothes, however. She would tear through the entire wardrobe if she did a poor job of it. Why didn't I just do it for her? Absolutely not. There were too many risks. She would have do this one on her own. If I ever looked at Fran in a dirty way. 30 minutes later, we stood in front of the inn the store attendant had recommended to us. This inn was supposedly popular among female adventurers. It had a nice looking facade, so I had a good feeling about it. We went inside. The reception area was also neatly kept. Cute flower pots casually decorated the tables. I brushed a spot with telekinesis and found it was spotless. This was a good inn. Teacher, you're acting like an in-law. I'm sorry, but I'm doing this for you, Franny. Welcome. A young lady of about 20 years old was sitting behind the reception counter. Do you have any rooms? Will you be staying by yourself? Yes. Where are your mom and dad? I guess renting a room at her age was going to be tough. Fran, show her your guild card. Here. Wait, it's real? Yes. The girl marveled at the guild card for a while before confirming its authenticity. Well, you look like an adventurer, so I guess you're okay. It will be 300G for a night. The 400G option comes with a meal. All our rooms are single rooms. Which will it be? Let's get some food for tonight. I'd like the food option for one night. Alright, here's your room key. Please look after your belongings. Okay. She proceeded to tell us about the price of utilities, but we ignored it. We could use magic or skills to substitute lanterns and hot water. I was surprised they had toothbrushes, but could just use I was surprised they had toothbrushes, but we could just use cleansing magic to bypass it. You can exchange this coupon at the cafeteria for a free meal. Feel free to visit our cafeteria at any time. She gave us 2 meal tickets. It was nice that we could eat whenever the cafeteria was open. But we still had a ton of monster meat left, so that would have been more economical to eat. I'd have to prep our meals before we stayed at an inn the next time. I just needed to cook the whole lot before and shove it into the pocket dimension. That way, we'd always have piping hot food ready to eat. But where could I cook so much food? Fran would get bothered if all she had was whole roast and stews. I wanted to expand my menu, but I was going to need a kitchen to do so. We climbed up the stairs and headed to the room on the second floor. The number on our key was 204, a corner room. Here? Hey, it's not half bad. The fresh and clean room had a bed and a desk along with a small drawer. It also came installed with a wardrobe and some weapon mounts on the walls. It looked like the very picture of comfort. This inn was something else. Teacher, are you sure we're in the right room? We are. Why do you ask? It's such a nice room. Then I understood. To Fran, who had spent 4 years being a slave, this ordinary room was luxurious. Oh, you poor girl. I'll definitely make you happy. But first, I needed to reassure her. Not really. This is a standard room. Seriously? Yep, we'll be able to stay at rooms like this from now on. Wow, Fran exclaimed, pumping her fist in the air. I'm so glad I came with you, teacher. Yeah, I feel like a winner already. That's a little much. My time is now. Fran was so happy that she brimmed with excitement. Not that I could tell her from her usual expression. Still, I was glad she was enjoying herself. We wanted to chill at the inn the rest of the day, but I remember that we still had a little bit of shopping to do. Hey, you wanna do some shopping while there's still light out? What are we buying? Seasoning and cooking utensils. Remember how good the food was when we were out camping? Yeah, well, with some seasonings, you could have even tasted your food. We need to buy these seasonings now. We'll need to go to the general store. I'm sure the receptionist will tell us where it is. Okay. We're not leaving any belongings in this room, but let's lock the door anyway. Sure. We asked the receptionist if she had any general store's recommendation. There was one right along the main road next to the inn, and we're here. The sign read Sabertooth General Store. Sabertooth? That doesn't have a very general store feel to it. But this is the only store here. Fran was right. There were no other general stores in the vicinity. I sighed, braced myself, and we went in. The welcoming bell rang. Hey there. The inside of the shop was otherwise normal, if not for the immensely buff shopkeeper. His greeting had such a manly inflection, it almost had a musk to go with it. General store? That's right. We're a very much general store despite what the signboard says. I could imagine Sabertooth wasn't a name you'd give to a general store. Not to mention the shopkeeper looked like he was more at home in a dungeon than behind a counter. I could tell from his moves that he didn't graduate from a merchant school. I should identify him to be sure. Name: Rufus. Age: 41. Race: human. Class: merchant. Level: 30. HP: 188. Magic: 73. Strength: 150. Agility: 77. Skills: Transport 3. Disassemble 4. Harvesting 2. Arithmetic 1. Trading 2. Warhammer Arts 4. Warhammer Mastery 6. Tracking 2. Frost Resistance 2. Cooking 1. Spirit Manipulation, Giant Killer. Title: Giant Slayer. Equipment: Merchant Apron, Arithmetic Earrings. He didn't have the stats of an ordinary merchant. He was a mid-rank adventurer with an avant-garde skill spread to boot. The fact that his trading and arithmetic skills were so low for a merchant fell incredibly out of place. Adventurer? Used to be. I always had dreams of opening my own shop. I retired from adventurer 3 years ago and now here I am. Why the name? It's not cute. Fran, be polite. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I get that a lot. When I first opened up shop, I thought I'd need something to liven up the place up. So I decided to put that baby up over there. The shopkeeper pointed to the back of the store at the stuffed saber-tooth head. Its expression was frozen in a constant, intimidating roar. Cool. I know, right? Most of the ladies who come through don't think so, though. What a shame. Was this store safe? I probably would have left by now if the receptionist at the inn hadn't recommended it. I scanned the store as Fran carried on their conversation. The place did have a fine selection of goods, with everything from seasoning to basic necessities laid out in neat displays. Anyway, don't let me stop you from looking around. Take your time. Let's get our stuff. Okay. It went without saying that we needed salt and pepper, but we picked some sugar and spices while we were at it. We need some eating utensils like spoons and plates too. Still, I couldn't help but worry about the store's lack of security. The merchandise was displayed all over the store like back in Japan. Considering the number of thieves this world had, you'd think the shopkeeper would have had a shoplifting problem. Then again, the shopkeeper would have been able to handle minor thieves. The open display was probably his way of saying he was confident in his anti-theft measures. In the end, we spent about 3,000 G by the time we left the store. The shopkeeper liked us so much that he shouted, "Take care and come again," as we went out the door. We have about 40,000 G left. What should we get next? Some potions would be nice, but it was hard to justify their price. We have healing magic, which is still at a low level. The most you can get out of that is a slight soothing sensation. We could level it up. I've been thinking about that. We had 27 experience points left. It took 2 EP to level up a skill, so we could max out a level 1 skill if we wanted to. However, spending all our remaining EP made me feel uneasy. We have other skills we could level up. Like what? Sword arts, for example. The guild master had told us after our entrance exam that Dragon Fang was an intermediate level sword art. Our sword art was already at level 7, so shouldn't bumping it to level 10 take priority? Yeah, I think so too, right? But the sword arts level could only go as high as our current level of sword mastery. If we wanted to max out our sword art, we were going to need to max out sword mastery too. Spending our EP this way seemed like a bottleneck. Our next candidate was Doppelganger. It was virtually useless in its current state. But what if we leveled it up? It might end up strong enough to fight like the Doppelsnake's version. It could also run errands and would come in handy to act as friend's guardian for paperwork's sake. It would make it easier to get a room at any inn too. That sounds good, right? And there were the defensive skills, instant regen, abnormal status resistance, and physical attack resistance. They weren't anything fancy, but they definitely come in handy in a fight. These 3 were also high-rank skills which were difficult to get. Fran's level was still low, so she wouldn't be able to survive a hit from any mid-rank monster. We should play it safe until she gained a few more levels. I never thought of that. I don't think it would hurt to put a few levels into instant regen. It would synergize well with healing magic. Of course, we'd be giving up the ability to cast healing spells on other people. I thought it would be best if we could focus on leveling up 1 skill to max instead of splitting our EP. They're all good skills, to be honest. We finally decided to level up healing magic after discussion at the end. It was quite useful as it also unlocked remedy for all our status effect needs. I'd also be able to heal Fran myself if she got into trouble. He also unlocked recovery magic as a result. It seemed to be the advanced form of healing magic, like flame magic was to fire magic. It came with regenerate and greater heal, both at level 1. Regenerate added a constant healing effect to a regular heal, while greater heal has a much more powerful heal that could restore broken body parts. Both were extremely useful. Finally, we unlocked the Healing Mage title, which was probably the healing equivalent of our Fire Mage title. Now we can heal ourselves out of any situation. Yeah, so what do you wanna do tomorrow? Should we go to the guild and take on some quest? We still have money left over, so we could just kick back if you want. I wanna go questing. You sure? We'll have to leave town if we do. I'm sure. Then we're going to the guild tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait. Yep, we'll have to level you up. Then what? What do you want to do, Fran? We can do anything you want. Anything? Anything came to mind? Well, think about it. Take your time. Yeah, I will.